Welcome back. It's Eulalia Day. Of course, happy Eulalia Day to all of you. We are here back for Eulalia 5e, a Redwall story, episode 15. And I forgot to talk about a title for this episode. Oh well, it's fine. My name is Jacob Plick, King Jacob on the internets. And as always, and my captions aren't working. That would be smart if I'd actually turned them on. So that is great. That just tells you how it's. Look, there's been like a lot of chaos the last like 20 minutes. Snap cameras and animals, and like it's just been it's okay. We'll get back to the loss and sadness and adventure in a second. Maybe, who knows? We'll see what happens. I'm sure save Redwall Abbey so that they could blow it up themselves, I suppose. I don't know. Anyway, be remiss if we didn't mention we have a new wonderful person at our beloved virtual table. Monsieur Noir Enigma, say hello to the people.
Hey, that's me. Hello, people. I'm a bird.
Yeah, you are. Which we will get into.
Set the bar real low.
Yo, set it. Hey, nothing wrong with that. I love every minute. And of course, as well as Mr. Philadelphia, wanted really badly to be here with all of us, but he's quite literally in Budapest, Hungary, and it is 2:30 in the morning. And he made an adult decision, which I respect, even though I know he really, really wanted to be here for this. So, Bill, we love you, and we're not sorry about the picture that we chose. It's your fault. No. You're welcome. Anywho, so with that,
like a bird. I'm sorry. I'm gonna beat Val.
Amazing. Anyway, so let's go around the table, say who we are and who we're playing. Lynn, save us from ourselves, please.
Oh boy, no. Hey, I'm Lynn, Shiva, and I am playing Alice, the Ranger Squirrel, she/her.
Hell yeah. Fantastic. Crystal.
Hello, people. My name is Crystal Fear, and I am playing Saoirse O'Kara, the Sorcerer's Crow.
Yes, you are. April Raygun.
Hello, I am April, and I will be playing Nor, the clerical author.
Did you have an aneurysm in the middle of the sentence?
No, I went to try to say Nor and clerical at the same time, and it almost came out as core, and I realized I'm not core, I'm Nor. Prince is core. Prince is core. Core is my twin brother. He's the brains of this family. Is he? Have you met Nor? Yeah.
There it is.
We're all screwed.
Oh man, can't wait to see how this goes. Dimple, save us, please. Who are you? Who are you playing?
I am the savior, apparently. That's a terrible choice. Hello, everyone. I'm Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice around the internet. I am playing Corain, or Cor, the Sea Otter Paladin of Redemption. Pronouns he, him. And apparently you can still fight even if you are a pacifist, as long as you are cool with death. Which, no, I'm not.
Riveting. Anyway, because I forgot to do the announcements at the top. Of course, this is our, I can't believe I'm going to say it out loud, a penultimate episode of this story together. I do not know, I will be writing a diary entry about how much this means to me. Thank you, Noir, for whatever the hell that was. Anyway.
That was a wrong button press.
I don't believe that at all. Fucking insight check. Anyway.
I meant to do this.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just walk into the grenades over and over and over again. You would think 15 episodes in I would learn. I have not.
No.
It's fine. I'll kill everybody next week, and so it'll be fine. Oh no, did I say that out loud? Anyway, so batten down the hatches and hold on to your emotions, because we're going to go through a little bit of something together these next couple weeks. So as April realizes that she can't play or roll dice tonight, also tomorrow typically is Duval's Gaming Journey, because that's what happens on Wednesdays here on the Amphitheater. That'll be a lot late actually, because I'm gonna be recording a little something for the folks over at D4, because they have an after show. And they asked me to come over and talk about Blurg a little bit more, who's my beloved Black Kobold Blood Hunter. So that I think goes live on Friday sometime. I'll find out whenever that will be, but just so you know, that's why that will be missing, and then we will go live here shortly thereafter. Episode 3 of Blood In, Blood Out, our Blaze in the Dark campaign, will go live episode 3, as long as Saverick has power, because right now he does not, which is whack. But we'll see what that happens, and we'll keep you posted on all of the shenanigans there. Let's see what else. I think that about does it. Because predictably, because he's in Budapest, no AMGMs this coming Friday. Man, let's see what the Children of Destiny plus maybe somebody new do tonight on, well, this particular show. So let's tell a Redwall story.
As if our own cinder call across the land, all shall feel the mountains head. Eulalia, my heart will sing. Eulalia,
Welcome back. So, whoop, that's way too loud. There we go. That's a little better. So, last time on Eulalia 5e Redwall story, the conflict between the Children of Destiny, the denizens of Redwall Abbey, and the Unwanted, who wished to take down those red sandstone walls, finally, officially came to a conclusion, so to speak. At least for now. After all, Embervina, who was engaged along with Kor with her son, he decided to attack her directly, and that wasn't great. All while our wonderful friend Sandra started searching around for Tamarisk, eventually finding him and, frankly, putting him down for the count for a little while. Thanks to some well-timed maneuvers from pretty much everybody, especially Alice and Sersha with Fireball, with some help from Gran, who, after using several spell slots to cast Dimension Door over and over and over to help her get there in some measure of time, as things turned from really bad to decently good. All while Nor took a venture over to the Dark Forest, visiting her mother, having a bit of a surprising conversation, but a tender one, and make a good choice whether to walk through the Dark Forest gates and leave Mossflower Wood forever. A difficult choice, but one that was made, and coming back and really helping turn the tide. And even as Elijah took Core to task, doing a super significant amount of damage to him, thanks to both Core's vigor, faith in himself, faith in his friends, faith in his community, as well as a bit of an assist from the spirit of Martin the Warrior. He defeated Elijah, and that, along with several other combatants, including Brigadier General Cluckers, who also suffers from the blood wrath, just like Elijah, took everybody that was still a threat down, and all while realizing that, unfortunately, hold on one second, I need to turn my fan off. I forgot about that. That could be bad.
While it's going, y'all want to revolt?
Revolt,
we're back.
Hi.
Nailed it. It was fast. All while eventually realizing that there were a few folks lost, including Alice's rival, as well as Abbot Clayton's daughter, who was shot by Tamarisk. And as the loss was noted, yeah, I do. All while the loss was sort of tallied, if you will, losses on both sides. Abbot Clayton noting that maybe it was time for somebody else to lead Redwall Abbey into the future, as well as Embervina having a bit of a conversation with Tamarisk about Lord Raphael, the Badger Lord of Salamanda Shrine. We sort of reconvene a few days later as we get ready for a sort of after battle feast. What is everybody up to? Whoever would like to go first.
I would think that Saoirse and her gran are just hanging out, talking about everything that's happened,
Sure.
talking
Sure.
about, how much magic Saoirse has learned in the last, however long it's been.
Really only a few, not even a season since you've been at Redwall Abbey, really.
Wow.
A few weeks at maximum. Lots happened since then, certainly.
Yeah.
Core, at some point during these next few days, Tamarisk would have a small conversation with you, sort of doubling down about going at your lead about whatever you all decide to do next, by the way. Just so you know. Speaking of that, Nor and Core, what about you?
So I've become the leader by accident. Okay. I think over the next few days, I think Core would probably, mostly be spending his time looking after the people who got hurt. That's big to him. And, using all my spell slots on that. And then working on rebuilding the walls. Because it's important to Core, not because the walls have some particular meaning to him, but it is rebuilding a sense of safety for the community. Because that got shattered and someone new came in and destroyed that. And the people of Redwall have been open to letting people come in and meet them. And if the abbot wasn't, that's the abbot. We're doing better now. So the walls are to, rebuild the defenses for the people. And I guess Core would honestly be kind of avoiding the rest of his family because Core has fought for the first time in Lord knows how long, and he feels very, very, very conflicted about it.
Sure. Which brings us to Nora.
Nora would be kind of doing a lot of the same, using all the spell slots, helping people, helping get anybody who's still down back up. I know there was going to be work with the abbot and stuff to help bury the body, so she'd probably be helping with that, doing ritual ceremony and stuff for those. And I think she's going to spend a lot of her time figuring out the things she can actually do, because we just leveled, and she doesn't really know how any of the spells work or what they can do. So I think she's going to spend a lot of time reading about the magic, anything about it, anything she can about how to get stronger and what it does and what it means.
Okay. Fair enough. Alice?
I think Alice has been doing two things basically. She has been on one part going into the forest and finding herbs, stuff, medicine, ingredients for the people that have been injured, and the other half is probably also being on the wall because she is nimble and can be on top of the wall and is going to be as probably a little boss with it because I can tell I'm up here. And there's a giant crack up here that you can't see, so we're gonna have to bring this thing down a little bit. It's gonna do Misty stepping and all that stuff too. Show off.
Sure. That tracks. Makes perfect sense. Yes, absolutely. So, after a few of those days, Ambrovina calls you all to the front gatehouse, which is actually, it's not on our map, I don't believe, but it is near the front steps, right before the front gate. It's pretty small, about the size of a bedroom, I would say. And you see two very fairly large, familiar badgers there, as both Ambrovina and Elijah are there. Elijah is covered in, like, almost head to toe in bandages, and she sort of kind of has the door sort of creaked open, so you can sort of see inside, and she kind of looks at all to you. He wants to speak to you all. Now, by no means are you forced to at all.
It's fine by me.
I mean, I would like some answers. So,
well, it's quite serendipitous, actually, that we're here, because the gatehouse actually used to be called, or has been in the past, called Warrior's Cottage. Even though it's typically where the Abbey Recorder stays, we thought, since we don't necessarily have a prison or some sort of holding mechanism, that it might make sense to keep him here for now.
Saoirse will walk in and greet him. Hello, Elijah.
And he's facing away from the door, kind of sitting kind of up, slumped over on a bed, and he'll spin around. You actually see for the first time his red eyes seem to be it's not quite like the fact that like they're that this bright red anymore. They're like an outline of like a small ember and then black. How are you all doing?
Off topic, one
Nice.
second. Do we take a long rest in the middle of all of this?
Oh, this has been 4 days.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Haha, he's gonna
Because I
fight
prepped
everybody.
new spells and I wanted to make sure that was all good.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, this is about 4 days later.
Well, we're all still here.
We're alive.
And I'm actually glad that you're still alive, for whatever that's worth.
His eyes sort of pan to you on sort of on that beat as I go and fix what I think is too loud again. Sorry. Yep, way too loud. And he'll look to you, Cor, and say, "Do you still believe me to be a coward?"
Don't know if cowardice is the word for it, but I pity you.
He kind of like adjusts, like you can, because he's a big guy, so you can kind of hear the creak underneath, sort of wounded by that. It just nods. You know, the last few days I was asking myself, was it the faith that you all had in yourselves greater than mine? Is that even the right question? It doesn't even matter.
It's not.
Perhaps it's not, but the fact is it was your will against mine, and you won.
That is much too simple of a way to put it. You see, I draw what's in me from these people. They are my faith. They are my shield. You drew your power, faith from anger and destruction and from being hurt. That's why you're having such troubles fixing it now. That is why I pity you. Because it is hard to get away from that hurt and to change yourself. And to have some faith in something that isn't so painful.
Thank you either way for coming to see me. I know it's not easy.
I called you brother on the battlefield, and my hope is that one day I could call you brother again.
I would like that. They do say that a strange way of getting closer is to fight, battle. When that's not the right song either. What the hell is happening to my stuff today? Sorry, everybody. Like aha.
Wow.
So repairs. I don't suppose that it would be smart to allow me to assist in those. Just from an optics perspective. Or maybe it's even smarter to do so.
I think it would be a good idea.
All right. Where shall I begin?
Core?
Don't ask me. Those people out there are the ones you'll have to work with.
You're the leader here
They-
now.
They're the ones who'll have to forgive you.
True. But you're the one pointing people in the direction you need to go. So give them a place to start.
I don't know, go find the architect, see where their wall's broken, and go. And if someone doesn't try to hit you with a brick, then you're probably fine. If they do try to hit you with a brick, I would suggest that you duck.
No, he's not a
Wise
duck.
words.
He's a badger. He's not a duck.
There's the levity we need in these situations.
Kind of slowly stands up, his full, incredibly tall, sinewy form. I will admit, though, I don't know what I want to do after that. But if this is what making it right is and starting from here, I'll take that for now.
You know what you can do after that? Your best.
He'll nod and kind of make a point to make eye contact with everyone, and then open the door to the gatehouse and walk through. And if you look, you see as he heads towards the large broken piece of wall that where Sandra fell, essentially. There are stairs and a bit of like initial resistance, and then someone just kind of points out to things, and he begins to pick up rubble and start moving. At this point, and it's about early midday, shortly after what is always a badass Redwall breakfast. And for just a minute, you swear that it's like the sky and the sun just blot out for just a quick moment as a large flying shape appears flying over the wall and onto the front lawn. Nor, would you like to describe your character, please? I said Nor, but Noir. There's an I in there.
I was like, is that me? Hey, yeah. So yeah, I am a large, splint armored clad owl who's wearing a pair of very fine goggles. He's a horned owl, so he has two particularly protruding feathers. They're very dark around the edges, but the patch on his chest and on his face are like a lighter grayish kind of feathery color. And he's got golden eyes, and I think he would land. It's not graceful. Graceful is not the word that we use. I would say it's a controlled plummet.
I love that. Fantastic.
It's just ah.
Are you okay?
Think so. Hi.
Hello.
No.
I don't know where I am.
Redwall
Welcome
Abbey.
to Redwall.
Welcome to Redwall Abbey. What brings you this way?
Ask a lot of questions.
Yes.
As the harbingers of the asking here, why don't you all describe what you all look like to this owl?
Saoirse is a fairly young, but not adult, but still young crow with very fancy dress on, and it's all blues and purples. And around her left eye, there is a white patch that goes all the way around the eye and down her neck.
Iffy.
And she looks at you very confused.
They look back also very confused.
Wonderful.
Core is a large sea otter, long whiskers, brownish colored skin, tan on the inside. He is heavily armored and all plate armor with a big old sun on the front of it and a shield that has a pair of sea otter twins riding on their mother's belly and the water. He carries a long wooden staff and a sword strapped to his back that if you've seen some of the history in Redwall, you might have an idea of what this sword looks like. And he wears a red headband around his head.
Body.
Hi?
I guess.
I'm just saying, I'm sorry. The last time a large bird swooped in the air in front of us, it was a bad situation for me. And so this is sort of bringing back somewhat traumatic memories.
Gotta work on that. Can't let your life be defined by trauma.
The last large bird we dealt with.
Court just looks around the Abbey.
Court, the last large bird we dealt with was the owl that we met along the path.
Nah, of course thinking about that bird from the first episode.
Right. But she's like, that wasn't the last large bird we dealt with.
Looks like you two not agreeing.
He's
Got your
got
memories
like
all
a-
mixed up. Gotta get on the same page.
Again, why are you here? Or
I
where
have
did you
no
come
idea.
from?
That's too many questions. I like your plate armor. It's real expensive looking.
It's salvaged and I shined it up a lot.
Yeah, we found it in the basement. Standing
Mhm.
next to Core is another otter. It's a little bit shorter, but looks a lot like Core. That's his twin sister, Nor, and she's wearing kind of like an old piratey seafaring jacket that's kind of been mended a lot. Green cloak. She's got like a little mace on her belt and a big shield. She has a bunch of like little baubles and stuff hanging off of her.
Theatrical. I like your mace.
Bubbles.
I like yours.
Yeah. Mine's on a
Yeah.
chain.
That's so cool. Mine's on a chain. I need to get mine on a chain. How do I get it on a chain? And she's now like looking at her mace.
I won this in a game of Acorns.
That's so cool.
Right?
Well, then I'd hate to be a rude host, and we just had breakfast. Would you like to join us? You've had some sort of journey. Can talk. And for you is a small red squirrel, large ears, wearing leather adventuring gear, leaning on a bow, has slightly glowing green eyes and flowers kind of growing out of her fur.
Intimidating. Yeah, food. Yeah, let's go.
As you're having this conversation, there's a bit of a and kind of from behind the gatehouse is familiar to all of you, a fairly tall, a reddish brown fox that has been away for a few days, and since you didn't say your name yet, I'll just say, Nora, your character will recognize this fox as well. And Scrag says, I see you've already made quite the impression. Well,
Passing them up.
and he's because you are super duper tall, and he's actually a bit taller than everyone. Kind of goes up to core, I think, height wise. So I mentioned I was reaching out to an old compatriot of mine in regards to this. You'll need to take on the like high seas, I believe, as it were.
Something like that.
So
Not that high.
good to see you. I'm a bit surprised you decided to make quite the grand entrance. Is that typically your style?
If you have one style, people see you coming.
I feel like I learned something every time I'm with really any of you, actually. I don't know what your plans are in regards to the rest of the day, but I did hear something about breakfast. And
They didn't even ask me for anything. They just offered food.
welcome to Redwall Abbey. It's kind of the way things go. And what you see around you is this large red sandstone wall and connecting sort of middle points, with several buildings. And there's a large, about 15, 20 feet like hole that is in the process of being repaired, and several small areas that have been burned, small areas that need to be really patched up. It's kind of a tale of two cities, if you will, because there are like areas that look fresh as if it was built yesterday, and areas that are that need a lot of help. Well, I'm very curious to see what is for breakfast. That's the is that Cavern Hole, right?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, unless have you introduced yourself to them, or what's?
Oh no, they kept asking, but I was stalling.
Oh.
What is
Okay.
your name?
Ah, Puck.
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 There we go.
Puck, the pirate. Puck, the prestigious Puck. The other words that start with P.
You say you're a pirate?
Privateer. I have a ship.
Oh,
Cora leans over to Nora, is like, I don't think he has a ship. I think he works below the decks.
I don't think he's really a pirate.
I don't even know if he knows how to land on, walk on a boat. We should take him on a boat and see what happens.
Do they murmur
I
amongst
bet you he gets
themselves all the
seasick.
time?
yes, they do.
It's rude. I like it.
Saoirse's going to mimic his voice and say, Puck the Pretender.
Don't you ever do that to me again. My voice belongs to me. You give it back.
She stole it and she'll keep it forever.
Ah, witch.
Yeah,
His wings
obviously.
fluttering.
That's actually ironic.
And then unless you help us, and then she'll Drew cast up thunder noise. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
cast
You
light
notice
on the
we-
ground underneath her. It's all
I
red.
love how we're making everyone into pranksters
I mean-
now.
Yeah.
You noticed that
Saoirse-
when you did the thunder noise, like Pop got really calm. Like he's protected witch. I think you did thunder. It was just like, oh.
Saoirse's just going to make her wings glow just a little bit. Be like, yeah, duh. Of course I'm a witch.
Pop's gonna open up his wings and then they'll also glow. I'm whatever your name was. I don't remember it. Yeah, I'm a
Saoirse.
witch.
Okay,
There was the
so-
promise of food.
Yes, let's.
Saoirse's going to fly
maybe
up
things-
and land on his head.
Ah! Get off
Okay.
of me, you filthy crow! And he's just shaking his head.
I think Cora's just gonna start walking to breakfast now.
Fair enough. Absolutely fair enough. And Puck, as you do you resist this new head ornament?
My new hat?
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay. Fair enough. And
She's just gonna perch there.
okay. So as you all walk through the Abbey front lawn, and you are Puck, you are led down a both indoors to this amazing great hall with these beautiful tables with what looks to be like a stained glass window near the front with a small tapestry in front of it, and then quickly led downstairs to a much smaller, more humble version of what is essentially almost the same, and there is these large slit windows and a very long stone floor, and as well as a large table, and there is candles everywhere lit by or candles that are lit in sconces. There's a few folks kind of coming in and out, all types of woodland folk, mostly mice, some hedgehogs, and as well as a couple of shrew.
Just gonna eye one mouse like, don't get caught slipping.
Saoirse's gonna whisper down to him. Yeah, I know. We'll go hunting later. It's fine.
I think I might like you now.
Let's see what we have here. Breakfast is still you can get a little bit of it. It's not quite as fresh as it was about an hour and a half ago. But let's see. There is a this really wonderful cold pear cordial, as well as a strawberry version as well, and a large wedges of celery cheese, some salad, as well as large kind of like beautiful pecan scones that are still hot, fortunately, and as well as some these like raspberry like seed cakes, as well as several bushels of fresh apples from the orchard, and as well as a collection of small strawberry tarts.
So Pac is gonna do that thing where somebody comes to your house and they're a little over familiar. Oh, like just loads up the plate. Like might adjust a curtain or two because there's too much light coming in. I mean, complaining about the brightness. Like, we really need all these candles.
Saoirse agrees with this.
Put his goggles on because, like, why is there so much light? Why is everybody awake right now?
Amazing. This small kind of older hedgehog, who the rest of you would know by this point is named Peggy, and kind of walks over to you and says, "Excuse me, I was using that for my reading light. Would you mind not adjusting the curtain?"
Nah, I think we're good.
You're okay.
And she just moves down to another window.
I'm gonna walk over and like grab a thing and cast light on it above her, so she's a little reading light.
Aw.
Oh, what a neat trick!
That should help.
She's kind of like touching it as she like walks over and has a seat.
All right, so what's the scenario? Why do y'all need a boat?
Because we have to go on the island Terramore.
Yeah, but why though?
Because there's someone using darker magics than what we are all right with.
So
Let's put this in a more simple form. Let's say we're trying to save the world.
There could be treasure.
Oh, okay. What are we talking about here? What's over there?
Well, there's magics. There's probably gold.
Make a history check for me.
Okay. That is a 21.
No, Puck.
Fuck.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
me. Okay, let's do it. Yeah.
I require all dice rolls to have fighting game noises now. or Link from Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
Whichever you prefer.
That's a 4.
That was
All them noises.
Well.
amazing. Okay. First of all, that was fantastic. Second of all, you've heard of Terramort Isle.
Yep.
Even with a 4.
Yep.
It has a very dark history. And it used to be even though this word is no longer typically used anymore, but it was at one point a vermin island stronghold, and was fortunately at this point hundreds of seasons ago was the leader of this establishment. Gabu the Wild was defeated along with his Sea Rat army, and what's most concerning is that it was referred at some point as the Land of Death.
You're all little children. Like you're all little youngins. You're all small. You're so tiny. What do you want to go there for?
We're not children. Well, they might be children. I'm an adult.
Oh, that's exactly
I'm
what the kid
certainly
says.
not a child, but I am. I will take that
Anyone who
small.
has to say they're an adult too. Never mind. You know what? We need to go there for the reason I said. We
To
actually are
save
trying to
the
save the world.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. I like that. That's a neat thing to say.
Yeah, if only it wasn't true, because that is a tall task for anyone to take on, especially children.
Yeah. So why bother?
Or else bad things will happen, right?
Who else is going to?
Have you looked at this place?
Yeah.
I don't want this to happen somewhere else or to someone else. Is that not a good enough reason?
Do you have
Rabbit.
something better to do?
Oh, a couple of games of Acorn for sure. That's how I won my boat. Flying around.
Truth, by the way.
What's the
Okay.
game that you play?
Acorn.
How do you play that?
Acorn.
You don't know how to play Acorn. Oh, good.
Only corn I know is the kind that I eat.
Oh my God, you're so little. It's adorable. No, you'll get it when you're old.
Where is that?
Do we still have
stuff?
Fireball?
I was just
Yeah, I-
thinking, maybe we should talk to Brother Yorick. I think he has a special drink concocted for this sort of thing.
Oh, that one.
It was in
yeah.
barrels that may
Oh, we have
still be a
drinks.
few of them lasting.
Oh, we have lots
Did-
of drinks.
Core, did you mean Brother Yarrick?
Yeah.
You said
You
Yorick.
remember the very special drink that Yorick made? The one that was along the walls in
Oh, you mean-
barrels?
You mean the one
Uh,
that's so special it's outside the walls now, right?
Yes.
That one. Yes.
that
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Y'all sound like you're up to something shady.
No, we just want to
Never.
give you
Special
the
drink.
full Redwall experience.
It will illuminate your world, certainly.
So it's poison then.
No, we would
No.
never poison you.
Sounds like poison. That's how I would pitch poison if I were going to try and poison somebody.
No, if
Well,
you're
put it
going
like
to
this.
poison
If it is
someone, then you would
poisonous,
cook it
I
into
can cure
something.
poisons.
If you want poison,
also
eat,
true.
eat what's in the bag.
Or dart.
Oh,
A
do you
very
want some
small
of our
dart.
bag food?
Oh,
And
God, the
Nora's
bag-
gonna pull
oh.
out the bag and put it on the table.
I think Alice just
I
covered
think
her
that
nose.
there might still be some ice cream, but it's not so much ice anymore. And there's some
From-
that might
from-
be a fish. I don't know what
When
that
was
is.
the last
fish.
time we
There's
had fish?
parts
That
of
is-
the snake in there.
Was that the fish friend fish? Was that one of
Oh,
those?
it's a fish friend fish.
No. Oh,
It's still good. We can still eat it.
What's
It doesn't
really
smell
strange,
good.
I would like to roll an insight check on if it's still good and I can eat
oh,
it.
that's an
you don't
inside
need
check.
to
That's
because you have eyes. It looks rank
Um,
and
to
old
honors, we
and-
can still eat it. Where was this?
We eat pretty much
poison?
anything.
Yeah,
we
you
can eat
are.
it.
You're
I'm not
welcome.
lying.
It's true.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Okay. I have a question.
Mm.
Quick question for the DM.
Yeah.
Crows do eat like rancid carrion,
sure.
so I could eat whatever in there.
You can certainly try.
Yeah.
We have like an actual
There's still snake in
racial
there.
ability.
Yeah.
No, I don't have
yeah,
any of the snake.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
You
snake.
kept that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. You ate all.
I ate all the snake. Never mind.
So Puck, what's strange is like they're as they're describing this this display of food. What's given your time on the seas and who you've dealt with, this is probably fairly ordinary gross scent to you, likely.
Yeah. I mean, it tried to gross me out, but it's just like I see some things.
I think if you actually Nora is being genuine. She's like actually offering you
Yeah.
the food from her bag.
Cora's
Stuff-
looking for stuff that looks relatively still good in this bag, even.
Yeah, every so often Nora's
there
actually
anything?
eating something from the bag.
Oh,
Just
Alice
like
just
a
looks
crumb.
looks sick when she
That one
Nor
just creeps
easily-
me out.
like, oh.
All right, so
Wait.
saving the world because it's the right thing to do. This one has
Yes.
garbage in their pack.
It's not garbage.
It's a
Would
sign.
minor illusion make it look like it's good?
Oh
Not-
no.
You would need like a major image.
That's a major
like yeah, that would be.
I don't know if that gets rid of the smell. That doesn't get rid of
It
the
doesn't.
smell.
It doesn't. No.
No.
It's a funny idea though.
Hmm.
Never mind.
I could.
All right, well, I guess I can take you out to my boat. Doesn't mean I'll take you to wherever you try to go, but yeah, I'll show you my boat.
Oh, you actually have a boat.
It's the Sordid
Ah.
Corvée.
How big is
What?
that?
A what?
Oh, my ship. It's the Sordid Corvée.
Okay,
Look at
that's I heard.
Saoirse. Look at Saoirse. Like so weird.
Corvid.
Yeah,
I heard shorty corgi or shorted corgi.
No.
And I was like,
Sorted
what is a
Sorted
short
Corvid.
corgi?
Corvid.
It's like it's a
Sorted
short
Corvid.
corgi. Yes.
yes, I sail on a big booty dog.
What's happening? Yep.
Uh...
I can't. Jordan has quit the production. Great. stuff.
That's fair.
So, so Scrag is just like sort of. he's been gone for a few days, so he's not used to this typical bewilderment that you of what is essentially y'all. And he'll sort of as a matter of fact, Saoirse, the majority of Pock's crew is Crow.
Saoirse's eyes get real big at that. Is Gran in the room at all?
Not currently, no. Whoops. Not currently.
Where would she be?
Probably in a room at this point.
Okay. Saoirse's
Which
eyes
is
get really
essentially
big.
your room.
Yeah. And then she's going to fly off to her room
Okay.
get Gran. Because she wants to know what the heck.
Sure. Okay. What are the rest of you doing as Saoirse suddenly flies out of the room?
Oh, so we're going then. Oh, that means we got to pack. We have to pack.
Like to pack to travel with Pock?
Back to pop.
No, I quit. That was too much. No. Okay, that's interesting.
You folks go ahead and do your packing. You see Pop heading back for like a fourth or fifth plate of the breakfast.
Oh yeah, and that is totally fine. Coronor have definitely done that many a time.
He's also putting some of it in his pack.
Nora's also
like
putting
a
food in
queen,
her bag.
like a queen slap.
Cor goes to Nor and is like, maybe it's time to get us a new food pack. Because I'm not going to lie, washing the smell of that digging through there is a little difficult. Still good, but difficult.
You're right. I'll just trade out this bag with one of our brother's bags. He won't notice.
Oh yeah, just take Door's stuff. He won't mind.
Yeah. I'll just put this one where his is.
Yeah, he'd probably be happy with it, honestly.
Yeah, it's like I'll
This is
bring
way
him.
more
I'm like, I'm
adventurous than the
bringing you a
things he normally
snack.
eats.
I mean, they just
Yeah.
keep mumbling to each other. It's weird.
Amazing.
And Nora goes and gets a fresh bag and loads that one full of food and leaves the rotten food bag with their brother. I'm gonna put it under his bed though.
The DM will make a note.
I close it. I just
Perfect.
shove it like far under his bed so it won't smell for about a day or two.
Just enough for it to begin to build.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna
Something
steal another. Just take one of his bags.
Okay. Be right that down. The door has a present. All right. So, Sarah says you fly over to the dormitories, and head back to where your Gran is taking a wee bit of an early morning nap.
There.
As I spill water all over myself. What is happening to me today? Anyway. Go for it.
Okay. Saoirse's gonna go in the room and be like, Gran,
Saoirse, you know I need my beauty rest.
you're beautiful anyway.
Oh, you always know the right things to say. What's going on?
So the owl that we just met.
You met an owl.
By the way, there's now an owl here, whose name is Pock. Apparently, his entire crew on his ship is crows.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's not exactly it's not too surprising, though. I think it's more surprising that someone that can fly would use a boat.
I agree with that.
But I mean, I think I believe that you've learned your lesson from last time. That it's probably some crow that we are not related to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dimples. Boo.
Boo. Absolutely boo. Anyway, okay. So Sarah's just gonna be like, okay. So they're probably not family of ours, but they are crows. So
Allegedly, certainly.
would you like to come along?
I just got here, Saoirse. And like she's like
Yeah.
like there's like this like throaty kind of cough laugh to this.
I mean, we just got back too, but
Where are you off to again? This isle you've told me about?
yeah, we're going to the Isle of Terramort.
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Okay. That's a nat 20. And that's
it's
another nat 20.
Fucking what? Take a picture of that. That's ridiculous.
I can do that.
All right.
Hang on.
It's not that I don't believe you. I just want to see it. Anyway. So I suppose that it would stop me from having to learn of an injury or worse and have to do all of this trekking across Mossflower Wood to come and save you now, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Besides, could be fun. When's the last
Your
time you
friends
got out of
are-
Mossflower Wood?
You would be surprised. I have my ways.
Saoirse cocks her head at that.
A lot of interesting things up north, Saoirse. Call it a vacation.
Never
if
been.
you will. Perhaps after this is all over, we can pay a visit.
That would be wonderful.
So, is this one of those things where you all have a plan, but it's really not a plan?
I mean, we know that there's bad things coming from the Isle. And we know that if we don't do something about it, worse things are going to happen. So, kind of, yeah. All the more reason to have an intelligent and wonderful grandmother along with us.
Well, you got your buttering up people from me, so I suppose it's only fair that it would work the other way. Let me know when you and your friends are ready.
I can do that.
It seems that snap is now a necessity.
Get some rest. I'll see you soon.
All right.
Okay. And Saoirse's going to fly back to the...
Sure. So, Alice, as you're enjoying breakfast, Doc and comes up, and this is the rest of you as well, unless you are all off doing something else. You're still enjoying breakfast at this point. Okay. And Doc kind of walks over and is just like, oh, geez, Featherback.
Yeah, we have a new friend here. It's gonna help us get to the island, I guess. That's a ship.
Why do you all do this to my poor heart? Please, what? Hello, I'm sorry. I'm my apologies. I just did not expect it.
Didn't expect what?
You, honestly, if I'm being
What about me?
Come on.
I just
I'll elbow him. It's like,
oh. That was nearly stabbed there. That was just a few days ago. My apologies. You haven't seen you around. It's not every day that we get someone new. Finney, nice to meet you. And you see a fairly tall. He's actually got a like a small in his right hand kind of wooden cane and very kind of red bushy tail and has like a small like band around his head. Have you been here before? Is this a new experience for you?
A lot of questions.
You know what? It's fine.
yeah,
You don't have
that
to
we
answer
already gave him the introduction thing. So yeah.
I see.
I guess a slight bit question adverse. Like we had to have someone who knew his name to get him to tell us his name.
I got to give you my name.
You sort of arrived in our home. I think that is a reasonable question.
I don't agree.
I'll prepare a zone of truth. And then Core just walks
Do you
away.
really? Do you really? Oh my god.
No, I'm not going to use it. I'm just
Okay.
saying I'll prepare it.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Okay. Amazing. Okay. I was gonna say, I was like,
mean-
all right. Like, let's go.
If you don't, I might.
Yo.
Do it.
Anyway.
Mm.
So as your breakfast is continuously consumed, it's probably the best meal you've had in as long as you can remember.
Oh yeah, that's why I sweep the table.
Indeed. 4 or 5 times, as I believe you mentioned. So Tamarisk, who Pak, for your information, is a fairly small hair. Typically, actually, currently does not, I believe, have his ears tied back beneath his head, or not head, but to the back, I should say, and wearing like a long brown cloak and leather armor. I suppose I'll go ahead and scout forward and see what we can see on the way to wherever this. Where's your ship, by the way?
A lot of questions.
Well, we need to know where the ship is.
Or you can
We're gonna
follow
go.
me.
Okay.
Yes, we could follow you. But
Yeah.
I get the
Why do you want to
feeling that
know
you're
where?
going.
Why do you want to be able to
I
get to
get
my
the
ship
feeling
without
you're
me?
going to take off and fly,
I might.
and that will
We
make
all-
it incredibly difficult for us to follow you. So
Well,
you
you got
need to
somebody
make
here
sure-
that can fly. Why do you want to be able to get to my ship without me? You trying to get the information to get to my ship and then take me out of the picture and then take my ship? Not gonna happen. You're gonna follow me, or you're not gonna find out where my ship is.
Scrag is just like rubbing his his forehead, just like, what have I done? This was such a good idea the
I
other
think-
day.
I think Alice is gonna go next to Core. It's like, that better be a really nice looking ship. He's making a big deal about it.
The nicest ship on the sea.
In sight.
It's the okayest ship on the sea.
In sight.
It'll
Go
do
for it.
on the sea.
Okay.
It floats.
Eventually.
You probably won't die.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not
inside.
I believe.
I mean,
Yeah,
as
go.
long as you can fly, it's not really ever a problem with your ship's condition.
Why is the
Amazing.
captain leave? Why can't fly away? It's like, no. Why is the crew flying away?
You're a water breathing spell for clerics. Hold on.
You never want to be on a ship where the crew can fly away.
Yeah.
Oh, we made a mistake.
Actually, wait, Corey, you and I are good.
I know.
Alice, you could
We're
ride. You could
fine.
ride on one of us.
Alice has never been in the ocean. I don't think she's been on a ship
Oh God, poor
and barely
Alice.
knows how to swim.
I
Oh, wait.
believe, as
Sa-
Dimple said earlier, fuck around, find out, right?
Saoirse's going
Right?
the
Yeah, by this point you would have been
food
back.
that Saoirse's going to mage hand the food that Pock is currently eating and take it away from him. Be like,
Oh.
He's gonna go in his bag and get more.
What's in your bag, Buck?
In my bag is like all of the scones, especially those raspberry seed treats, like those. Probably swiped. And just like literally clear the table and put
Sure.
it in his bag.
Sure.
What else is in his bag? If that's what you're asking.
If it's within eyesight, sure, with a decent passive perception, why not?
They would probably see.
Well, I got a 21. What do I see on you? Tell me everything.
I would like to.
You can't lie to her.
You
She
would-
can't. You actually can't.
You would glimpse a holy symbol
Yes.
in his bag,
Okay.
which is it's just a very shiny rock that you could tell he packed the etching into, and it is in the shape of a lightning bolt.
Ooh. Would I have ever seen that before? Or know anything of this?
Make a.
I did
Make an
just spend the
intelligence check.
last couple days studying. Well,
Intelligence.
I got 0 in intelligence.
Buddy.
I actually don't know what lightning is. Or a rock. That's a nat 1.
Oh,
You
no.
have
Love to
food in
see
your
it.
bag, and that's all I
Yeah,
care about.
It's a distraction. Yes, unfortunate. Interesting. All right. At this point, Scrag will ask, would you all like me to join as well?
yeah.
Of course.
I
If
mean,
you want to
yeah.
come, you can come with us.
A lot of people
Like,
just
you
inviting
do
themselves
know-
onto my ship.
This could be dangerous, right?
The more people, the more you can charge.
What? No.
Oh,
We're literally talking about saving the world. We're being charged.
Of course, he's going to charge us. Look at him. He's going to take the
Scrag.
treasure.
I mean, it's more of a personal favor for me, but
okay, fine. You don't have to bring it up. Clear
I
a
just don't want
couple of
anything bad
debts.
to happen to
Never
you.
let it go. I swear.
But I will say, one thing, just a small note. Puck, you remember Rub Belly, right?
Why?
Well, he's been removed from play, if you will.
Taking the big sleep?
Something like that.
Who gave him the biggest night?
And he just like fans a hand out to everyone at the table. These children are quite formidable.
They don't even know how to play A chord.
That's true. We can't have it all, I suppose.
Well, these kids did that, huh?
Yeah.
I summoned Trey.
Yeah, we've got. Maybe we could. Maybe if I don't know. I'm just a hunch. Maybe if Pac, you'd feel more comfortable if they showed you what they can do.
All right, show me
There's
your
just-
moves.
Saoirse's gonna fly outside and tell Puck to follow her.
She always does that. Don't worry. It's not personal.
Okay.
No, she's gonna have Puck follow her.
Okay.
Ooh. He just gets up there and follows.
She's gonna fly just outside the walls,
Okay.
and she's going to summon a treant.
Where? Outside the walls.
Boy. Let's go with.
By the way, do any of you follow, or are you just sitting at breakfast still?
They're flying.
I mean, still.
No.
I'm just saying.
I think if they fly off, Nora's just going to be like, oh, well, let me know when we're going to go. And just goes off to the infirmary and starts
So, you two,
curing
Back to-
wounds and Lester restoration people.
Yeah.
you two,
Yeah, sure.
I've never been on a voyage like this. How long do you think it's going to be? Just
Oh, to get there?
yes.
A couple days at least. Maybe
Okay,
a
then
day
I
or
have some
two.
work to do. She's gonna start just like more furious, just putting food into her bag.
Okay.
Good idea. And yeah, Nora.
We could always fish. It's fine, Alice. Unless you don't like fish. In which case, it's going to be really not fine for you at all.
No, I like fish perfectly
If it
fine,
gets really bad, I think I might have figured out a way to make food. But it just, I just would have to know ahead of time.
but no, fish is fine. I'm just used to more, taking care of my own stuff, unless we need to.
Got it.
Think Pac is gonna look at that treant, and kind of gives her the nod, like, okay, that's impressive. Ish.
And it's something you've seen before.
Yeah.
You've seen this.
You got skill. He's going to descend down to the rest of the party.
Okay. So
This is gonna
Nora-
ride her trained around for a while.
and there's like the as it's like all
Oh.
around the because you're still on the outside, right? And
Yeah.
there's some nervous looks from folks that are repairing the wall, and it's a bit of a display, I will say.
He's also going to give her a wink, remembering the mage hand in the food incident. It's going to cast a spell magic on the tree.
Okay.
Rude.
So Saoirse, as you are riding on the tree, Pac, describe your dispel magic. What does it look like? Is it
So all of his
plan,
spells, all of his
Yeah.
spells are gonna look like just him flapping his wings and kicking up dust. And that dust is going to like take the form of a cloud. It just surround the tree, and then
Okay.
there's gonna be the sound of thunder and lightning, and
I was hoping you would say that.
it's gone.
Absolutely, yeah, and just this loud and
Saoirse's gonna let go, obviously, and fly up.
good thing
like-
that you can fly.
Rude.
You took my food.
I gave it back first. And second, I only did that because I was trying to tell you that you need to tell us where your ship is.
No.
Saoirse's gonna go perch on his head.
One more time, okay?
We all ready for a field trip?
So Nora's in the infirmary. Alice is packing up. Core, where are you headed?
Core is probably working on the walls with people
Okay.
and saying his goodbyes.
Okay.
But that's pretty much it. He doesn't
Okay.
have any other big plans.
Got it. So at likely as the rumor mill about, as always, about the Children of Destiny continues, you hear a familiar Stark voice from behind you as your father comes over. Were you really about to leave without saying bye?
No.
So you're saying bye to everyone before me? Can I just give you a
Yes.
wink?
You get a special goodbye.
All right, I suppose that's fine. I'm impatient. Near-death experiences, not every day.
You should stay away from those. Core gives him a wink.
If you die, I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, I figured you'd say that. We're coming back.
You are. Let me give you a
Been through
big
too
hug.
much to not. Also, if I died, and then Nor would kill me first, so there you go.
Yeah, it would be really an uncomfortable race, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, both of you complaining at me at the same time? Ugh.
It would be worth it.
And then Dor would take all of my things. He tried to fit in my armor. Oh, no, absolutely not.
He seems to have found a lovely place amongst all of this. Really need a new name for the painted ones, I suppose. They seem to taking a liking to him, I'll say.
You know, somehow I felt like I should have been surprised by that, and then I wasn't. Not at all.
I will
It's
admit,
almost like it makes perfect
I feel
sense.
the same. I feel the same. Where's your
Just gonna-
sister?
Probably trying to heal people. She's gonna exhaust herself.
Speaking of people that haven't said bye to me, let me go find her then.
Just gonna look over to Shoshi and go, that was the most morbid conversation I've ever eavesdropped on in my entire life.
Yeah, they're, you know, they're a bit odd, to be honest.
Having
And while she says this, she's kind of taking her her one foot and just like playing with your horn feathers.
doing the whole ratatouille.
I love that.
But upon hearing, and then this is if that's okay with all you guys, upon hearing there's an infirmary, Pac would head over there.
Okay.
Trisha will fly off your head and let you go do that.
He's scared of the sick? No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, continue, please.
He's just chiding as he's heading over there.
Got it. Fair enough. So Nor, speaking of near-death experiences, as you are by this point, especially here in the fourth on to the fifth day, pretty much everyone that is pretty like that was near or just small injuries and things like that, you've pretty much covered it, which is pretty good, and probably feels good. Caroline will kind of look over to you and just say, I don't know what I would have done without you. It's whatever you're doing, you seem to be making it easier for all of us.
Just wanted to make sure everyone who was hurt got better before we left.
You're leaving already?
Yes, we're going to go on a boat to an island. A death island? I don't know. Evil death island. I wasn't paying that much attention when they were talking about it.
I see. What about our Tamarisk?
Oh, I'm assuming he's going. Have you talked to him?
He hasn't been by, actually.
I know he is dealing with a lot, and I don't really think he wants to talk to us about it. But maybe talking to you would help. I know he does feel close to you.
Oh, all right. And like, whoop, like blush, like at just the like he feels close to like whoop, whoa. And okay. Okay. Sure. I think that that I can do.
Just before we go, so I mean, I don't know. He seems to like you a lot, and you seem to like his company a lot. So it just seems like it would make sense if you talked, especially before we left, because we might die, but we probably won't die. I'm sure we'd be back. Actually, do you know? This might be a weird question, and this might be hard to. You wouldn't by any chance have any diamonds, would you?
No.
You don't have 300 gold worth of diamonds in your pocket by any chance?
Gold?
Acorns worth of diamonds. What's our money?
There is no currency.
300 monies. I am inventing a currency. I've decided
creating a treasury.
I'm creating an acorn treasury, and I need diamonds with 300 acorns.
That's amazing. But there might be somebody you could talk to about that at some point, maybe.
Maybe I'll talk to the abbot or look in the basement. We found a lot of really cool things last time we went looking in the basements.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of is strange shiny rocks. I mean, the quarry.
Yeah, that's probably. Why did I think of the quarry to begin with? Huh. Yes, I should probably go there. We should check the quarry before we go out.
In your defense, you've been quite busy.
True. But I think if I had a shiny enough, big enough rock, I might be able to stop anyone from going back. Or at least help them come back from the dark forest much easier within a minute. So it could be helpful if we're going to a death island.
That makes sense. That sounds scary, but
which is why you need to talk to Tamras before we go.
All right, I will. If you don't mind me saying so, and I mean this as the greatest of compliments, you're all very scary.
We don't try to be. We don't really want to be scary. At least Cor and I don't.
But maybe that's why you're all so successful at what you've accomplished to this point.
Is that why you think we might have hard times making friends? Every time we go to a new place, everyone doesn't want to talk to us or like stay away. Maybe if we brought like stuffed animals with us or something to give to children or presents, people would be less afraid of us.
That would be a good place to start. We have plenty here. I believe they call it what? An icebreaker?
Yes. Maybe that'll help. We had a lot of hard time when we went and talked to the people of the magic tree.
All right.
We had to do a whole we didn't even tell you about the performance at the tree.
There was a performance at the tree?
And Nora's just gonna go on this like ramble about what happened show. And then especially focus on the cool things Tamarisk did.
I figured. Yep.
As we're like finishing up in here before I go wander off.
Well, before you do that, as a dark flying shape blots out the sun one more time, and then there's a small like smush, and as Pock as you lean into the door, barely fitting, it's a bit of a squeeze. Yeah. Yeah. Hello. And you see a small petite mouse wearing a green habit that is just like it's quite the opposite of like the stares and not frustration but neutral to negative reaction that you've received in a lot of cases so far. She seems nonplussed, but interested in whatever this is.
I think Pac is gonna get caught off guard and just gonna look at her like a plate of chicken nuggets. And then just I heard there were hurt people here.
Yes. Yeah, this is the infirmary.
Yes, we've got most of them. We've mended most of the bones, and most of the people are out now.
Oh. Well, food. It's looking for something to do.
Oh.
Well, and she kind of points over to these large set of cupboards. So over there are typically is where we keep our herbs and roots and poultices. But we're kind of running a bit low. Would you happen to have some?
Gonna go in his back and pull out his medicine bag, actually. And just, I can restock some of the stuff for you.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Caroline, by the way.
Pac.
Hawk.
Pac.
Nice to meet you.
Nice.
Thank you very much for your help, by the way.
You should either be alive or dead, not die. Dying's worst.
I believe that is the idea.
Yep.
Wasn't that bad?
Really? What was it like? You know what? No, maybe I don't want to know. Yes, I do. I do want to know. Actually, I do want to know what happened.
I saw my
You all
mother.
right?
She
Oh,
was there at the
that's-
gates, and I got to talk to her.
I've heard stories about that, but I didn't know if they were true. Because typically, everyone's feverish, and you know, you could see anything.
I guess
Kind of
it
like
could have
tamarisk.
been something else, but I believe it was her. And then I came back.
Well, I'm glad you're back, because I don't even know how many more nights I could have taken of having to do this on my own.
Oh. Are you going to be okay if we leave?
I'm going to be fine.
Okay. So
She's like she wasn't ready for that.
I'm sure because it's been a couple days, I've been practicing my sending, just like testing out what it can do. So at this
Sure.
point, everyone in the team has gotten a sending. So
I
now
love
they know
that.
what it is like. And I think she would have also been one of the people I tested it on,
Oh, okay.
because I'd be like, oh, remember when I talked in your head the other day?
Yes. New experience. Very strange.
I'll as long as we're not too far out, I'll make sure to check in at least every couple days with someone,
That would be wonderful. Sure.
so you'll know. And that way, if anything bad does happen, you can let us know as well.
All right. And you can keep an eye on Tamarisk for me.
Yes, I'll make sure Thomas comes back for you.
Well, not for me. I mean, he.
Oh, I
he
mean,
wants to go back on his own.
For
I mean,
himself, but yes, I mean,
okay.
oh, awkward. I'm gonna go. Bye.
Okay. And like like Pac's in the way of the door.
Yeah, Pac is gonna like squeeze.
Shimmy. Yeah.
And just the whole time doors going by, just awkward.
I know they won't talk about their feelings though, and I don't know what to do about it. As Dora's like walking past.
All right. And as you continue to head out, or before you head out, continuing your supplies and having a bit of conversation, and we'll say for the sake of no, you know what? No, we're not going to, because as you do, you run smack dab into your dad. Oh, I was actually just coming to find you.
Coming to find you.
Since, both of you don't know how to say goodbye.
Well, it wasn't time to
all.
say goodbye yet. It's time to say goodbye now. I was going to finish in the infirmary, and then I was going to come say goodbye. So it's actually the right time. You have he
Your
at the
sentence,
perfect time.
He just grabs you.
And she hugs him back. And she's just gonna not whisper, but talk softly. We'll be back. I'll make sure we both come back.
You know, you seeing your mother gives me very. It's very strange. No, I've put a lot of those. You know what? No, it's not important.
She misses us all.
He kind of like drops eye contact for a second. I don't take this the wrong way, but I hope you don't see her anytime soon.
I hope none of us do. She's not alone. There are other people. Oh, she met our little mouse friend. And then Nora's going to go off into the story again of their friend and everything and kind of just babble on about go back into the talent show or going back into the tree.
For sure. Okay. So there, because I definitely wanted to hit that beat before we take our little break. And my bad, I realized just a second ago that was all my fault. So that's what the squeaking's from. New water bottle, new job, who dis? Anyway, so that was a fascinating first half. Again, thanks to all of you for being here. We'll be back in about a few minutes, and what I assume will be heading out to Mossflower Wood and heading to a ship of sorts.
It's a good ship.
Did an airship?
Sure.
I feel like there's gonna be mending.
See you in a second.
Hi. Andromeda
don't
just
know.
said, is anyone else unable to hear?
Oh, I think Jordan's on it.
There we
OBS
go.
had a thing. Okay.
Okay.
We're on
I think
it.
it's working now.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, cool. Great.
It's
No
fixed.
problem. You didn't miss anything actually. So it's all good. Thank you for that. But yes, as the Children of Destiny plus Pock and Gran all meet up outside in the courtyard, probably sort of near the orchard, and travels, etc. Actually, first things first, I want Nora and Core to make a history check.
Six, 17.
17. Core.
That's an 8. That's an 8.
Let's see. Roll 20's rivalry with Core.
You know,
continues.
this is how it goes. I'm used to this.
Yeah. This is
You're why I'm
definitely-
afraid to use roll 20.
Yeah, I feel similarly /samey. So as you're gathering together, you know a few things about the quarry. And as a matter of fact, so it's actually there's something that everyone knows, which is that the sandstone for Redwall Abbey was actually mined here many thousands of seasons ago at this point. And it has a very vast network of tunnels, which is fairly hard to navigate. However, you also know with the 17, I think, you would also know that at some point it was an ancient adder's den. Adders being the snake of the snake variation. And at some point, one of the most famous Abbey warriors, Matthias, retrieved the great sword of Martin the Warrior from here as well. You would also know most recently, a few hundred seasons ago, the quarry was once the hideout of a band of ne'er-do-wells named the Ravagers that were soundly defeated by several warriors from Salamandastron as well as Redwall Abbey as well. So it's not it doesn't seem to be a matter of like digging through the dirt. There are like several tunnels to think about. Very needle in the haystack situation.
Okay. Cool. Then so I guess we're all meeting up now.
Mm-hmm.
So where are we going?
To the ship.
Yes, but like a direction?
Follow me.
North, south. Can I at least get north or south?
The direction that I'm going. He starts slowly flying in that direction.
Which way
Hold
is
on.
he going?
Don't
one's
start
gonna
flying yet. Just give me
sit
just a
on the
moment. Just
ground.
one moment, okay? Please, just a moment.
He turns around and lands.
Core goes to his bag. Says, "Close your eyes, please. Just do me this one favor."
I want
He's
that gift immediately.
He's gonna do that thing that we all used to do in 7-Up, like hands down, thumbs up, time to play 7-Up, where you close your eyes but like squint just a little bit to see what's going on.
Amazing.
Core quickly ties a little light knot around your foot with a rope and holds on to it, so you can't fly too far out of range now.
I would also, though, if I see you still looking, I'd be like, "You're still looking."
No, I'm not.
Passive perception.
You are. I can see your eyes moving.
I don't agree with you.
Amazing.
They're
You
just
have-
gonna perch on his head and use her wings as a blindfold.
Oh, that's smart.
It doesn't take that long. I rolled a sleight of hand for this and everything. I got a
Oh
20
no,
on it.
yeah, no, this is not
Because
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't
trying to
think
tie
it's-
something really
Mhm.
complicated.
right.
Like, I just wanted to be able to, like, if you get to go too far ahead and I see you leaving us, well, I'm not gonna let that happen.
Amazing. So I think at some point, like Tamaris just says, well, considering the fact that we are going to the water, which is towards Salamandastron, which means we're definitely going west.
Yes, but northwest or southwest. If we go northwest, then that happens to be the direction of the quarry. We can stop at the quarry and get some gems. But if it's not on the way, then it would be pointless to go that direction. I mean, we don't really need to do any of that. We could just go. And I don't really feel like we have much choice at this time.
So we go to the ship?
Well, you don't really give us much of a choice now, do you? So I guess we have to.
Off we go. Wait a second. It's gonna work.
So, Puck, which direction are you headed?
To the ship.
Now, for the sake of DM conversation, is it the area that I mentioned, or is it something else? Okay, because that would be funny if it was just somebody else, somewhere else. Okay.
He was tempted after the string thing, but it's just like I've got a way to deal with this.
That's fair. So Nor, are you still wanting to hightail it to the quarter, or are you calling X-Nay on that?
If we're not going that direction, she's not going to push for it.
Okay. Yeah. So you, as Puck begins to fly through the outer gate, he begins to peer towards the northwest. And you would know that the choir would be to the northeast on the back end of the abbey.
They attempted to tether me. The dignity of it all.
And as this path is very familiar to you, and maybe a bit, how you feel about it is up to you. But this is the same path that you took to go on a bit of a fishing trip. And at some point, Gran Saoirse is just going to sort of fly over to you. Well, this is going to be an interesting couple of days, to say.
Wait, there are 2 crows now.
There's always been 2 crows.
I don't remember that.
Gran Hawk.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
It just keeps flying.
Amazing.
Yeah, I suppose this will be an interesting trip.
And she sort of like kind of side eyes you, Saoirse, and then it looks to you, Puck. You forgot to mention or ask for my name.
And then
It's only customary when I save you later that I know who I'm saving.
like the fly comes almost to a complete stop as he like spins and turns around. I do the saving. I don't need your help.
We're the heroes here.
That remains to be seen.
We've already saved Redwall.
I could simply turn around. If I'm not wanted, I could simply fly back.
I don't like you partnering with the people of the ship. I have a
Why would I do
tenuous
that?
relationship with my crew.
Do you? Really? Oh, you must tell me more about that.
Perhaps you should respect the crows.
I'm having second thoughts.
Amazing. So, yeah, it's a fairly familiar trek initially, and as you sort of begin to slowly bank left, the forest area is replaced by a bit of just dirt, and the trajectory sort of gets slightly hilly before you hear the familiar sounds of the river moss. At this point would be the fairly early evening or so. The sun is about to set, and as Puck flies to begin to make his way to the west proper, you sort of actually see out in the tree line a very familiar large mountain, Salamandastron, and it seems to just go up and up and up into the sky and seems to just never stop. And then you make your way to the west proper, and eventually you'll need to probably stop for camp, or you can continue on through the night if you would like. Up to you all.
I think Pac is trying to make it just in one trip, just because he seems like the kind of person that's just like he tries to take all the groceries in one trip. So I think that's how he's attacking this.
I see. Okay, fair enough.
But
keep
if
rolling.
everybody is like, "Hey, we need a break," then he would acquiesce
Hmm.
begrudgingly.
Saoirse, what's your passive insight?
Passive is 12, I think.
12. Okay.
Yep, 12.
You're
Or wait, no, that's investigation. Passive insight is 14.
14. That's a little better. After a while, your Gran is slowing down just a bit. Does not say a word about it at all. She's known for her pride.
Saoirse's going to call out to Puck. Be like, I think I'd like to take a rest, to be honest.
Okay. Fine. Just plops down.
Fair enough. After a while, even as the evening begins and the reds and yellows are replaced by the darkness and stars as far as the eye can see, you all hear a familiar voice. What did I tell you about putting the boat where I told you to put it? It's not difficult. Sniz, I just can't. I can't handle it. I'm shouting now, and like if there's any ne'er-do-wells nearby, they're totally going to come after us now, certainly. And you hear something like get thrown.
Do I recognize the voices?
Puck, you wouldn't, but
Okay.
everybody else would, as the familiar shrill voice of Logalog, as well as you see a small fire with Sniz, Hawkeye, Red, Hannah, Tibu, and Neat are all together, very much in awe of Logalog's small presence. But what you would know, Pak, is that the Gauzim is the stands for the Guerrilla Union of Shrews and Mossflower. I cannot believe that I nailed that on the first try without looking. Dab on that shit. And they are all wearing these like small belts with what looks to be the rapiers or daggers and multicolored headbands. And the one that's shouting is wearing this large red one. All right, ne'er-do-wells, come on out and attack us. We'll take you on anytime. No problem.
Saoirse's gonna fly over and be like,
Yeah.
Logalog!
And I was gonna say, like, this is about at this point about 250 feet to the about right on the other side of the river. But Saoirse, this is not a problem for you after a few minutes. And as you do me a favor, make a stealth check. Because I want to see if he knows you're coming.
I mean, I'm not trying to be stealthy. I call out to him.
Perfect. So in that case, fuck! It's not. I did. You're not. Ne'er-do-wells are supposed to fly at me.
I don't think I'm a ne'er-do-well.
Oh! I remember. I remember you. Crow, flat took our boat. Snakes.
Saoirse.
Meat. Right. Yes. Long. Did you? I'm sure you knew. That's everyone. All right. Good. See, you all got lucky today. Congratulations. No ne'er-do-wells, just old acquaintances. And looks over and sees Pac. What did you do? Did you like merge multiple crows into that feather bag looking thing. No offense, mate.
Feather bag.
That's what it's the first thing that came to mind. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm a ne'er-do-well. We can still do this thing if that's what you want.
Oh, I mean,
Core was
no.
keeping it together for a little while up until that point, and now Core is like rolling on the floor laughing. Literally.
Amazing. And Gren like slowly and like very like with like this air of that only comes with power and grace, just span like wingspan out, floats up and down, and you see Log and everybody else is just like, and just like slack shot of just like you know what, we're actually kind of tired, we don't really need to fight anything, it's no problem. Large. And you see Red whisper over it, it's an owl.
Apologize.
Don't tell me what it is.
That's an owl. She's a crow.
My feelings, they've been wounded.
I would apologize, but that's not really my speed. And as soon as it's just like, I'll apologize on behalf of, and you see like just pop upside the head. What did I say? I said I wasn't apologizing, and I didn't. Don't apologize for me. Sorry y'all had to see that. Sometimes you gotta, respect.
Serge is going to introduce Log and his crew to her ground.
And Log kind of like takes an exaggerated bow and looks at everybody like and like as they stare, like it's like a cadence. Stare, bow, 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 almost in unison. So what brings all of you out here?
A lot of questions.
We're on our way to the we're on our way to the water.
Well, you
There's a
found it.
ship out there. Well, further than this.
Oh, right. At the River Moss then. All right, got it.
We're actually we're on our way to the Isle of Terramort.
That sounds awful.
It does. But it's gotta be done.
So, and you hear Sniz goes, is that the island that's got like the red lightning on it?
Yeah.
Sniz, you're keeping secrets. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. That's new information for me. Log should know everything. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, well, yeah, red lightning. That sounds super fun. Super fun.
Got a problem with lightning?
I mean, I don't have a personal problem with it. It's more like when it like, hits my favorite tree or, makes my friend
Or your favorite
tired.
lackey or
they're I mean, they're whatever. Wow.
What are you doing here? I don't think anyone asked that to you.
Why would you ask me that?
A lot of questions.
Where there is the River Moss, you will find the Gauzen.
Yeah, but there's a lot of river moss.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
So right here, right now seems either serendipitous or the gods are conspiring against us, whatever gods exist in whatever universes they exist in.
The DM rolled a natural 20 on his encounter table where only this happens at 20.
Yeah. There you go. The gods are conspiring.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Anyway.
I'm like, wait, your boat was at Redwall.
Yeah, we know. Thanks for bringing that back.
We should have brought that back.
Right.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's
got
been like a few weeks.
Kind of.
We made another one.
We got kind of caught up in a war. It was a whole thing.
You were here, what, a third of a season ago, and between
Yeah.
then and now, you had a war?
And you made a boat.
A boat?
You made a
Like
boat.
a
It was
shrew
really you made one. You said that.
Oh yeah. I mean that's what we do. You know, it's no big deal. Appreciate.
We've
the
all been
compliment,
busy. That's really cool.
though. But like there feels to. I mean, like there's making a boat, and then there's winning a war. You want a war?
We did.
I don't really know if anyone really won.
I mean, nobody died. Well,
There
no.
was a lot of death. A lot of people
There was a
died. A
few
lot of
deaths.
people injured on both sides.
Yeah.
Well, that's awkward. All right. Well, y'all hungry?
Yeah, apparently some side thought
Always.
blowing up walls would make everyone happy.
Can I look
That's
at
fun,
your
though.
boat? And Nora's gonna like leave this awkward conversation and go
Yeah.
like look at the boat.
Yeah, and it's spitting image of the previous one, white ashen wood. Actually, Puck, you would probably feel like these small boats are fairly familiar to you, as they're
My
about
boat
the
is better.
size. You say that out loud?
Yeah.
I wasn't aware there was a competition. I mean,
Maybe that's why
what
you're
do you
losing.
use? You know what? You're not
Rude.
getting any fish. How about that? Now who's the loser?
I cast create food and water.
Not that easy. You gotta tell me what it looks like, man. What does it look like? Go for
he's-
it. You gotta give me.
He's gonna do the fluffing thing again. And this time the sand and the dust are gonna take the form of fish, loaves of bread, and random meat.
Okay.
And then the thunder noise is gonna happen again, and there will
And-
be the food.
The shrews just like jump like 10 feet back. You between this and General Cluckers, you all just find the most fascinating people. Well, here's our friend first, I suppose. But wow.
Can
Okay.
can Saoirse roll to snag the fish?
Make a sleight of hand check. Because it's like resting on like a fire and like a what's the term? Like a long kind of wooden spear through it, and it's a large collection of what appear to be trout.
No, I meant from what Puck created.
Oh, interesting. What kind of fish is it, Bach?
It is gonna be tuna.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, make a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Sleight of claw check. Sleight of claw check.
That would be a 17.
17. Yeah. A bluish black flash in the night. Barely seen.
Just gonna pick up the fish and just eat it. Unless you're trying to
Fish is
take.
gonna-
Are you trying to take it all?
No, just
Oh,
one.
okay.
Just
Yeah, it's
Just one. Just
you have
one big
plenty.
one, and she's
Yeah.
gonna take it over to Gran and sit there and eat it.
Now, dear. Well, I'm old, but I'm not that old. And she casts Mage Hand, grabs another fish, and brings in it. It just floats over to her.
There's a whole lot of grabbing my food and not asking.
Would you mind,
Too many questions.
dear Pock? Ooh, nice callback.
He just, as soon as she says that, he goes, okay, yeah, we're friends now.
All right. And you all begin to down your eats. What are you sipping on? Obviously, Pock, you've got water. You still have some leftover pear cordial. Probably some strawberry as well. And this is log. So are you all camping here tonight? Are you heading just out? What are you all, like you said? I'm sorry, I actually do have a lot of questions. I don't even know why. I apologize for that. I'm sorry, you all. Nope. See, I apologize again. You all fascinate me, I guess.
I think we're camping here tonight. As Nora's like taking off her coat and she's like in the water now.
Yeah.
On her back and she's eating. Like
Yeah,
full
you
on her
do.
back in the water.
Of
just
course.
eating
Yes.
food. Like
I love
Absolutely.
water so much.
All right. So decently early evening. But you still have a few hours before you need to rest. Does anyone want to do anything while you're hanging out with Logalog? Do you want to go foraging? Even though Lynn is not with us right now, Alice is a badass at foraging, so she would be really good at that. And get better, Lynn.
I know
Also hire
Lynn
her.
was really, or Alice was really concerned about their food on the ocean on the trip.
Yep.
So probably Nora would start looking for like, do clams live in the lake rivers? Things
Roll
like
a deep
that.
percentile.
Oh damn it!
Oh damn it! It's like we have dice to resolve things or something.
83.
83.
Nice.
Yeah, you do. You find 3 of these giant clams.
Okay, I'm gonna be scavenging for water foods.
Okay, yeah,
So, yeah.
not a problem. Go ahead and make a survival check at advantage.
Oh, okay. I thought my 3 clams were my scavenge.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That was
Survival.
the-
Oh, I got a +6 in survival, and I get
I
advantage.
figured you did.
And I get advantage. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Woo!
So
dang,
26.
What do you want to find?
What food? Water food.
Water food?
Nor has
Water
a 6
food.
in survival. April does not. What do you?
Just good old water food. Yes, just the water cafeteria, the river cafe, right?
I don't know.
Amazing. As
Lotus
lovely
plus
producer
lotus
Dee Jordan-Lee
fruits.
gives a list of water food.
Water foods.
There are freshwater clams.
Clams,
Amazing.
snails, crawfish. I'm looking for
Sure.
those things. Mollusks. Lotus
If-
Walleye.
fruits.
I will say that if you spend a few hours out in the water searching, you will find what would be an additional bag full
Okay.
of all of these things.
Bonus
Amazing.
bag of water food.
a bonus bag of water food. And like Lugalug's looks who would he do this to? Looks over at Hawkeye and goes, "You have I in your name, and you never find anything like that." Well, I'm not an otter though, so
Helps be able to hold your breath for a long time and swim very fast. I throw them a couple for dinner.
yeah, they'll take it. And like you just see like Lugalug's just like, enough. I am tapped out. Like, forget all of this. So anything else with your evening?
I would say that after Saoirse and Gran get done eating, they would probably go hunting just a little bit, just to have food for the trip.
Sure. Are you looking for anything in particular? Because we're fresh out of water food, Saoirse. Fresh out.
Hide forest foods.
I would say snakes, mice, other birds, anything we can eat.
Make a survival check at advantage. And I'll say, 1 second. What is that? I forgot the name of the spell. It's one that gives you advantage on like wisdom checks. What is that?
I have like
Oh,
enhance
wow.
ability and stuff.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yes. So
Okay.
Granville can't enhance ability on you.
Okay. So that's an 18. Ooh, and then a 19.
I see you, Jordan. I see you. Okay. I see you. Anyway,
Oh my god, Jordan. I love you.
I'm glad you're here, Jordan. Thank you for doing tech and dealing with all of this. So Sasha, what'd you roll?
19.
14. No mice, because they're your friends. There's some shrews over there. If you would like, they're
No,
available.
I'm not eating the shrews.
I didn't think you would. It's a bit shocking on the snake side of things because you see and you find like the outline of the not the like the snake skin when they're getting like larger. You see you find a couple of those, but no snakes themselves around, which is a bit odd, at least initially. And you do find small like snails, and as well as a bit of this like chicory root that is like it's licorice but not shit, essentially is the taste of it, because Jacob hates licorice but your boy loves some Twizzlers.
That's fair.
Indeed. But eventually after a while, like even just if you as you feel like you're about to like strike out, you do find a swollen constrictor snake that seems to be slowing down for some reason, and between you and your gran it is almost unfair.
Easy.
But you immediately realize why, because that constrictor snake was pregnant.
Ooh. Well, now.
With that information, what you will. Because level 2, that would be in the count. Level 5, with I won't even gonna tell you what your grand can do. We'll save that for later. So but yeah, a decently sized run through of things.
Okay. I would say we would tear the mama snake apart into meat. Obviously the snake teeth would go to Gran.
Uh-huh.
And then the eggs would probably go in a pack.
All right. Sounds good. So, what about the rest of you? Food-wise, you're covered AF. Any discussions about what's next, or are you all just heading to bed?
I think Pac, since I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was looking at Dimples and I was like, oh no.
Oh yeah. No, I think Core would engage Pac actually. And be like, okay, so listen, I know you don't like a lot of questions. And you've been very, very evasive.
Yes.
It would be easier for us to be teammates with you not being evasive. So I'm going to ask you questions and you can be evasive, or
Okay.
I can, maybe make it so we're more on the same page.
Make it so we're all on the same page. What does that
Excellent.
mean exactly?
And Cor starts
Do it.
whispering under his
Do
breath.
it.
And I cast Zone of Truth.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, this.
I need a
was waiting.
charisma saving throw. And I'm casting this so to be on myself as well.
Of
So
course.
You know what?
Ooh.
Actually,
It's on.
Pac.
Mm.
Pac. Oh, I got a 17, but he will choose to fail.
you would
Okay.
choose to fail.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
I'm curious though. Does that 17 make it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but he's
17 would make it. And so Cor's like, well, my name's Corain. For starters, it's my full
Yep.
name. And you're Pac.
Yep.
Pac, how did you become to be a pirate?
I want a boat in a game of acorns, and I decided, well, since I have a boat, I'm a pirate now.
Have you done any actual pirateering?
I've sailed. That's like pirating 101. Can't be a pirate if you don't sail. So yes, I've done pirating.
I don't think that's how it works, but okay.
Which one of us is the pirate?
Well,
Have you sailed?
Technically, yes.
Then you're a pirate.
No. I mean,
Could be.
my mother was a pirate.
Oh. I guess you have a leg up on me then.
Well, you're taller than me, so I don't know if but I can't tell where your legs end and the feathers start. So
I keep my
maybe-
legs tucked in my body. For warmth.
Okay. That is something I learned today. Do you really have a nice boat?
Yeah. It's the Sordid Corvid.
And there's a bunch of crows.
Yeah. Used to belong to Gawker, but Gawker lost it in a game of acorns with me, so now it's mine.
So you took the crew and the boat?
Well, Gawker is my first in command now.
Do you actually know how to command a boat?
Well, I have a boat.
That's not the same thing.
I say go, and then the boat goes because I said so.
Oh,
Is that not command?
are they going to go to Terramore with us? Or
Yeah, if I-
are you going
if
to
I
have
tell
to
them
get
to.
rid of them?
If I tell them to go, they'll go.
Okay. That's good, I guess. What do you do for fun, Puck? You seem
Hunting,
experienced.
acorn. Like, you can tell, like, he sees that you're trying and he softens up a little bit and his voice kind of changes just slightly. And I like to look into the storm.
Into the storm?
Mhm.
Do you travel near storms regularly?
That's why I got a boat.
So you wanted to win a boat when you did your game of acorns. Cool. Well, can
I wanted my boat when Gawker lost the game of acorns.
can you teach me how to play acorns?
Acorns is best learned from family.
Well, I don't know anyone in my family who can teach me. And so we're going to be shipmates, so wouldn't that make us brothers of a sort?
Not yet. We could. You might be worth being family. I might be worth being your family. Who knows?
I'll take that. If you teach me acorns, I'll teach you how to use a sword.
Ugh.
I know you have a mace.
I don't like swords.
Why is that?
Gets real quiet. I just don't like them.
Fair enough. I didn't like swords either, but Martin the Warrior gave me his sword in a dream. It just appeared with me, and I used it to fight off the enemies of Redwall. It was amazing. You talked to me.
Do you really think you can save the world?
I don't know if anyone else can.
That wasn't what I asked.
And Core sort of sits there for a second. He says, not by myself.
I suppose it's nice somebody's trying.
I have to save the world for you and everyone else I know.
You know, sometimes the end of things or destruction isn't as bad as people think it is.
Well, yes, some things have to end for us to move forward, but not everyone. Can't be the end of everyone.
Maybe you're right. But sometimes when everybody else runs, that's the time to stay.
No one else is going to run towards this danger except us. That's the only running I know.
I think I like you now.
You didn't before?
Yeah. No, I did not.
That's fair. I didn't know how to feel about you. You
Hey.
kind of crashed into the ground in front of me. It was an awkward situation.
I didn't want you to like me. I don't want any of your friends to like me.
Okay, well,
But I think I
don't
do
know
now.
why that is. But if you want to keep that a secret, then I'll keep your secret.
I don't think I can keep it a secret. He points to the crowd.
Well, yes, I mean, and Core drops the spell.
I think Pac will lean over and go, as long as I get to choose to be unlikable, nobody cannot like me. Because I chose it.
There is a very fucked up kind of logic to that I understand.
You wear your armor, and he taps the armor, and I wear mine.
And that, Core shakes his head. Fair enough. Thank you for talking to me.
Thank you for being someone worth talking to.
And Core's cheeks flush a little bit at that. And he's like, okay, well, I'm going to go,
I'd like to do a sleight of hand check if I can.
Sure. What's your passive perception, Core?
10.
That is a 19 plus
Yeah.
2.
I think you beat everybody.
Do I see it?
Oh, actually, you have a 21, don't you, Nora?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, it was an IT
I'm
plus
in the
something.
water and it's dark, so I
Yeah,
can
I'd say
also
no.
like
I'd say
I
no.
get if I don't see it.
Yeah, I'd say no.
okay, and GM, I am letting you know what happened.
Okay. As that's all happening, Corey, you like turn around. Even though the spell, as you know, is removed. I'm sorry. I really love you guys. I don't know what came over me. It's really hard out here sometimes, and it's just like maybe we could. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too hard on you all, and oh, this feels different. And he just like sits like on like a small log and doesn't say anything.
Love you too,
And
buddy.
and you see like all of the shrews like just get out and like that big like group kind of like glomp hug. All right, now get off of me! Get off of me! This is weird. We're in front of friends and stuff, and just
Welp.
I don't think that guy's wearing armor. I think he's just an asshole.
You know what? That's true. That's true. I totally. Yep. I'll take that. Yep. Right. At this point, Saoirse, you and Gren would be back by now, and are you ready for this? Seriously.
Suppose I have to be.
No, Saoirse, you don't. Because you
Don't I?
and your friends are making a bold choice. It doesn't mean that you can't just go back home. So, spell or not, she kind of looks over at Core. You still need to be true to yourself.
I need to know what's out there.
And will it be worth it if what's all that awaits you is certain doom?
I don't think any doom is certain at this point.
You are growing up. And she'll kind of like lean a wing on you, and as just the firelight that the shrews have set up. And Puck, Scrag comes over to you, has a seat. You know, you've seen a lot, and perhaps done at least a little. I don't think I've ever seen you like this. This open. Why? Why now? Because of the world needing to be saved?
World always needs to be saved. That's constant. And even after these kids go to land of the dead and do whatever they're gonna need, the next day it'll still need to be saved. That's not why I did it. That's not why I'm talking to him. He's just gotta kind of lean back and take the party in. He's gonna go. It's because I think they mean it. I thought they were just some youngins looking for an adventure, but I think that they actually have the right intentions.
That they do. I've learned a lot from them. He kind of like leans forward, like staff is kind of like on his, like right next to his left shoulder. even though I admit I don't know if we're coming back from this, but I didn't know if we were coming back from the previous thing. And it was terrifying, and even in the moment, I wasn't sure. But I knew that regardless if I fall, that I'm doing this for the right reasons. It sounds like you found the right reasons faster than I did.
I was stubborn, and the storm came, and everybody else ran. And I didn't want to be like everybody else. Looks like the storm's coming again, and these kids aren't running. So I guess that makes them kin.
Just smiles at that. All right. What do you expect to see when we get to your ship then? You think all the crows will be there?
Oh, Gawker's too honorable to give the crew the mutiny that they so desperately want. And besides, even if they did decide to finally go through with the mutiny, Slipses wouldn't let them go through with it unless she was guaranteed to be the one to stick a knife in my heart. So
You have strange contingency plans, my friend.
keep enough people around that hate you, they'll argue amongst who gets to have the first piece. Gives you enough time to run.
Facts.
Fair enough. All right. Well, anything else that everyone wants to do before Betty bye? Okay. So-
Just
Yeah.
as everybody goes to sleep, Pac will make sure that they're asleep and cast aid on them as they rest.
Now, is that for the kickoff in the morning or?
Mhm.
Okay.
So for the next 8 hours, they're all gonna get an additional, and he's gonna upcast it. They're gonna get an additional 10 hit points.
Wow.
Yeah. It's,
Okay.
yeah, it's 10 temporary hit points for 8 hours, right?
Mhm.
What does the aid look like?
I think as they sleep, there's just going to be a rain cloud that hovers over all of them, that lightly drizzles on them, but it doesn't get them wet.
Okay. Nice. You know, I actually think that's a good button for us to end on then.
Oh my god.
That's really nice. And when we come back, oh my god, finale.
No. The end is
As
never
we-
the end. It's never the end.
As we venture forward to the Isle of Terramort, the land of death, once home of Gabul the Wild and Fort Blademert. We'll pick up there next week and reveal what Pac's ship looks like. It's a dinghy. No, it's kidding. So first of all, Noir, amazing job. Super
Yes.
happy to have you.
Thank you
are
for having me. This
amazing.
is so much fun.
Oh my god, I love it. I love it. Pac is so fun.
Yes.
Absolutely. I will tell you, someone messaged me and it was just like, oh my god, this owl. And then they were like, oh my god, I love this owl. So well fucking done. So before we get out of here, first of all, I need to thank my little sister, Dee Jordan Lee, for coming in hot and running tech for your boy.
Yes.
I love you very much, and I appreciate you so much. And maybe we'll see her. Maybe we'll see her around these parts sometime. Anyway, so if you've been paying attention for a while, you know. But if not, you'll find out. So first of all, Noir, who are you? Where can the people find you? What are you usually up to? All that good stuff.
Hello, everybody. I'm Noir. You can find me all over the internet as the Noir Enigma. That's Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I am the community manager for Evil Genius Games, and we're on the last week of our Kickstarter for Everyday
Oh
Heroes,
my.
which is a spiritual successor for D20 Modern. So if you want to play D&D in the modern setting, give our Kickstarter a look. We also have a few licenses so you can play cinematic adventures for some of your favorite Hollywood franchises. That's The Crow, Pacific Rim, and we have quite a few others in the work. I'm not supposed to say anything, but I will say that if you are interested in individuals that might sparkle in the sun, you might want to keep a lookout. We have some really interesting things in the works. So,
Amazing.
but that's me.
Well said. Well said.
Awesome.
Oh, can I? One last thing.
Good. Yeah,
I'm so
please.
sorry. Can I tell everybody what Pac did to Core?
Oh, of course you can. Absolutely.
Later, at some point, Core will find the acorns needed to play Acorn in his
Yes.
pocket.
I'm so glad you did it because I was like, how am I gonna reveal this later? So that's perfect. I love that. I love that so fucking much. Anyway, thank you again for absolutely rocking it. April.
That's me. Hi, I'm April. You can find me everywhere as April Raygun. That's my name on everything. I played Nor, your clerical otter friend tonight, who found all the water foods. Yay! I won D&D.
That's a shirt. It's a shirt. I want that. This little chibi Noir. I found the water foods.
I will buy that shirt if it is made
I
100%.
do
need
the
it as
thing.
a sticker.
Oh
I
my
need
God.
it as a sticker.
Where
Oh my God.
am I? Oh, one thing, because also Jordan Lee, Epistrano, starting June 25th. Some of the cast has been announced. I'm one of the people who have been announced. So you'll see me there playing. I can't tell you, but you'll find out on June 25th, and it's going to be awesome. There's also you'll also find me on Mini Trader. Yeah, them in their charity game this weekend, Saturday, I think at 5 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Saturday. I'll be just Twitter. God, I'm bad at this.
It's
You've been
fun.
getting like really good though.
Good.
So you were due for one. It's fine.
This is a skill, April. Like
Yo.
you do messing this up skillfully.
I have
Correct.
things written down too.
You have
That's
a
the best
proficiency in outro madness. Like
It's more memorable if you mess it up. So
That's my gimmick. I just try to be memorable any way
That's-
possible.
There you go. There you go. We love that. We love that. Crystal, what about you?
Oh gods. Hello, people. My name is Crystal Fear. You can find me at Crystal_Fear on Twitter and at Crystal Fear pretty much everywhere else. For right now, the Inspectors The Echoing Dark is on a break until we find a new channel to be on because chaos.
That's an understatement.
Yeah,
Enough said.
facts.
you're finding a new channel
Um,
too, huh?
Yup.
Weird. There's a channel. I see one. I don't.
Are we on a channel right now?
I may have to get you and DC together and talk about that because if you're cool with us being on Thursday nights, that would be awesome.
As young Jock would say,
There's a
bitch I
bi-weekly
might.
option.
Bitch I might.
Because we have another show on bi-weekly Thursday nights, but that doesn't mean that
True.
there is another. But yeah, and I've hugged DC in real life, so we can talk.
I also have.
Yeah. Yay! Anything else?
So yeah, on the 29th on I don't remember which channel it is. It'll be on my Twitter. I am playing in a charity game. I do not remember what the. Anyway, I will be in a different game on the 29th, which is a Wednesday. Check my Twitter. It will be announced on there.
Phenomenal. The man with the plan, Pritz, what's happening?
First off, I have to correct myself. That was not Young Jock. That is Gucci Mane. Excuse me. I had to get that,
Get it
that
right.
fixed ASAP. Anyway.
I don't know what that means.
It's fine. All right. So, yeah, I'm Prince, also known as Dimples of Dice around the internet. That's where you can find me. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that jazz. I do TTRPG/variety streaming. I'm on a lot of stuff and things. So let's see. I'm also going to be on Mini Terrain Domain this weekend on Sunday for the 5:30 game. I have Philly by Night over on Rolling These 20s on Saturday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. This is our 5th and final season of that story. So do come check us out. I am lining up guests. There's going to be very interesting and fun people on the show. So you should watch. You might see some familiar faces. I'm just saying. I'm also in a Hunters game that is coming up, Hunter the Reckoning. That should be starting in the next week or so. I know my character was announced on Table Goth's Twitter yesterday.
That picture was so sexy. Jesus Christ, calm down, okay?
Y'all want to know?
Facts.
All right, there's a story behind this, and I'm gonna make this quick. But I didn't actually send Bully a promo picture. Bully pulled that from random pictures that I had posted of myself, and it was fucking perfect, honestly speaking, because it fit the character that I'm going to be playing so well. So good on you, Bully.
Nice.
We love
Well
that.
done.
There's also a Fables game coming up next month that I'm going to be in. And I'm going to be on a charity stream on the 26th over on Linoleum Bob's channel for Pride Month. We're going to be doing some Monster of the Week.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, I'm going to play a cursed character. I just want y'all to know that just ahead of time.
Fun.
We love it. We love it. We love it. Very cool. Love it. Sorry, not sorry, as they say.
There's a lot of stuff I'm in, a lot of stuff going on. There's going to be more stuff coming in the future. You should see me on more streams. I plan on streaming The Quarry at some point.
Yes.
I'm just working on that
It's
at the
such
moment.
a good
I will play
game.
that with you.
Oh my god.
But keep an eye out. Once they have co-op
Multiplayer
available,
stuff?
April, I'm down.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Very nice.
so good. It's so
Fuck
good.
yeah. Cool.
That's all.
And
That's all I got.
Oh, cool. And I've been Jacob Plick, Duvoki Jacob on the internet. So I use him pronouns, and this is my favorite show on the Citadel. And it's a pleasure to run this game for all of you fine, wonderful people. And oh my god, I'm gonna lose my shit next week. So if you want a
Same.
full-blown super crime meltdown from your boy, you know where to find me right here next week, 8 p.m. Eastern time. It's gonna be wonderful. And we'll see what's happening on this island too. And then if no one's dead, maybe we'll do a feast or something. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, Wednesday, tomorrow, typically is Yuval's Gaming Journey. We'll be doing that at 10 o'clock tomorrow, 10 o'clock p.m., I should say, because I'm recording an episode of D4 and After, which is D4's after show, and talking a little bit about my and your favorite son, Blurg, my Black Kobold blood hunter, and who's amazing. So we'll be talking a little bit more about him. I think that goes live on like Friday. And in between now and then, Thursday, Blood In, Blood Out, episode 3 of our Blades in the Dark campaign right here on twitch.tv/the Amphitheater. That's at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. That we're going to be doing some downtime stuff, and which, as Dimples pointed out, people could die in downtime. We've done it before with a key lime pie. That's a story for another time. But that, as well as I'm also going to be on Mini Terrain Domain on Saturday, 2:30 p.m. Eastern time in Neophyte's game, an Oops All Jawas one shot. We're playing some Star Wars, and everybody's Jawas, and it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a great problem. I'm way too excited about that. Jordan, anything to plug for you? Obviously, we talked about a little bit about Ampistrano. What else we got for you before we go raid that bronze girl?
Oh God, you put me on the spot.
I did. You're on the spot.
Hi everybody. Yeah.
Hi.
Your girl is gonna be DMing next week a homebrew campaign, and she's nervous as hell, but here we are. So that's gonna be on my channel on Saturday, June 25th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is completely homebrew, and we took some things with D&D that I think don't necessarily get explored, and we're gonna explore that. And it's gonna be a really amazing time. I am so inspired by my players. We are actually really getting close to the final 2 announcements of the final 2 cast members. We just need a couple more follows on the Ampistrano D&D account on Twitter. And we can shout out the final 2 castmates.
Yeah, and they're great. We love them.
They're pretty great. It's also going to be a campaign book. And there are some people that are in this chat now that are going to be writing the book as well with me. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But if you really want to support me, go and support all these amazing creators and what they're doing because they're fantastic. Hey, I'm running production now, bitches. So
yeah.
Jordan is the best. Jordan is the best.
Exactly. So before we go, as always on the episode, we'd like to remind you that Black Lives Matter, stop Asian hate, API hate actually, and trans rights are motherfucking human rights, as well as goddamn right. If you do not have a uterus, you don't get to fucking tell people what to do with them. So fuck all that shit. And as always, if you have the choice, choose love. We love you. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be back here next week for the finale of this wonderful, incredible show, this amazing gift. So we'll see you there. Let's go raid Bronze Girl. Give her some love. See you next week.
Bye.